welcome back to another exciting edition of the Armenian Council for Truth in Journalism. I'm one of the council members, Fury Scumfuck. Good evening, fellow awesome audience, on this glorious Wednesday night. Well, we got a lot of alumni coming back to the show here. So, for starters, we'll see Brock tonight. We'll see MK. There's my baby boy right there. Shawnee. How you doing tonight, bud?
What do you want from me?
We want you to smoke pot with MK.
I can't do that. That's illegal.
Oh, shit.
What's up? What's up?
Hey. And Brock just entered the studio.
Call me off guard.
Are you ever off guard, though? Really? Let's be honest.
No.
By the way, Shop Flipwick for 20% off. Use the promo code ACTJ for all your pot smoking needs.
Still ain't got mine.
Why are we still whoring that thing?
It seems right.
It's
right.
just what we do.
It seems right.
We're whoring it.
You gotta
love Brock. The audacity of Brock is what this T-shirt should say.
Oh man, if you like audacity, just get ready. So what's the gimmick tonight? What are we doing? What are we talking about?
Hump day, motherfuckers!
I thought we were having a race war.
A race war?
Russia gave fucking Snowden a forum, and America threw a fucking bitch fit.
Yeah.
God,
So wait, are we? I can't keep up. Are we against Russia? Are we for Russia?
Why don't we recap the
anymore.
situation? Recap the situation for our viewers.
I don't know who the bad guy is or who the good guy is anymore. I think that's a problem.
Well, no, I think that's the whole point of the whole thing.
I know.
At some point.
Absolutely. I know who the good guys and the bad guys are.
We talked about this.
All right, we're gonna strike.
I know you, Lou. Why don't just say it? Just
if you're a politician, in this world today, you're the bad guy.
Okay, I'm gonna strike it right now. The Entmoot has been struck. We are on nobody's side because nobody is on our side.
Yeah, that's about the
damn it.
Exactly.
That is the truth of it. Nobody gives a fuck about you. Nobody gives a fuck about me.
In this information war,
common knowledge, though.
In this information war, I completely think that when I listen to anybody, or everybody, I just assume that they're lying to me. And that's how I take all the information. But I listen to everybody. So I'll listen to Alex, CNN, and everything else.
Lou, you're a very handsome, tall man. Very handsome, tall man.
Well, I think the proof in the pudding as far as who our enemies are is becoming pretty clear. I read House Rule 127 and I go through this. And if you haven't taken the time to read House Rule 127, you really need to. Resolution. Resolution.
Enlighten us, bro.
Especially if you're a gun owner. Especially if you're a gun owner.
To provide for the licensing of firearm and ammunition possession and the registration of firearms and to prohibit the possession of certain ammunition. It goes on to explain how if you've ever been diagnosed with any sort of mental disorder, if you've ever received medication for any sort of mental disorder, you're disqualified from owning a firearm.
That's anxiety and depression, by the way.
Yeah, also, and any sort of military-style weapons, which we all know military-style weapons in the context of what
and
they
mean.
That's yeah, you're going to have to go. You're going to have to go through a special training course for that.
And register for it.
It really just lays it out.
I'm okay with a training class.
It's all at the discretion
I'm okay
of
with
the
a training
Attorney
class.
General.
I mean, we had in the 70s we had the shooter. We had the hunter's safety course, which basically
I took hunter safety
to get your concealed weapons permit.
Yeah, I took hunter safety.
So I'm okay with people taking classes. I have no problem with people.
Yeah, but that's not what they're doing. Again, that's not what they're doing. Again, you'd have to read through the entire text. It was introduced by Sheila Jackson Lee out of Houston. Oh, and they have the votes. It's going to pass. It's going to pass the U.S. House.
Let me just ask you a question. So people that are so sad,
you got to get
when they're medicated,
can't
have fire.
Correct.
Right.
And that's new.
No, that's very new.
That's not new.
Ever. If you have ever been medicated, you are not allowed to go to
on TV and said, "Yeah, we want to keep guns away from people who have mental disorders."
Yeah, but that's part of his bullshit ass red flag laws that he liked fucking so much. Which Cheeto Jesus was all about take everybody's shit, trample your rights first, and then make you defend yourself.
Right.
Now, what I'm saying flat out is, if you've ever went to the doctor because you're feeling sad, that doesn't mean you're gonna go postal and fucking shoot up a mall.
Absolutely.
So then
well, you can't now because you can't buy a gun.
Correct. But okay, so that's one fix to, I don't know what percentage you could really consider that being a threat to a mass shooter, but I'm
just trying to figure how this is different from what was already in place. If you're heavily medicated on like any kind of like if you're psycho essentially, that goes down.
I mean,
you can't buy a firearm as is right now. So what in this whatever the
what is stopping anyone from being? What is stopping people who are mentally ill from picking up a weapon
angry
today?
You are under the influence of drugs.
Oh, look how mad you're getting. Calm down, everyone. Calm down.
No one's getting mad about it. I'm just telling you, like, there's no way to enforce this.
Of drugs, you are being ran by chemical responses in your brain that are not, I don't want to say making you do things, but they are giving you the chemical connectivity for you to be able to make these decisions very rashly and harshly and very quickly. So
and we probably shouldn't give those people a gun. It's really
hard.
We probably
let's be honest. Only the government is qualified.
Well, how many policemen are on those fucking drugs right now that are?
How many policemen beat their wives? Let's talk about that.
Yeah,
I don't know. Do you have
which is also another disqualifier from owning a weapon, but they seem to still own a weapon.
How many American men beat their wives? Period. Not just police. I hate it when people.
American men in general.
But I hate it when people like use that. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, there are a lot of not just police officers, bro. There are a lot of men out there. Period, beating their fucking
John
wives.
Connery's,
Whether you're a police officer, I don't give a fuck what you are. Stop beating your fucking wives.
So we're mentally ill. We're beating our wives, and it's gonna mean nothing when we just start printing them fucking weapons anyway, right?
Oh yeah,
ghost guns. The ghost guns are already out there for the weapons.
Well, I think we really need to analyze what this means in the context of society right now for them to be introducing this bill. And I mentioned just a few things. It's very extensive as far as what its goal is, which is to disarm Americans completely.
I'm assuming this is the Democratic regime or something, because we always have this talk every time there's a new president. There's always a regime talk.
There's always a regime.
When Trump got elected,
now transcended.
Oh man, they thought when Trump got elected things were going to go.
Well, it was introduced by Sheila Jackson Lee, so you can extrapolate whatever you like from that fact.
You can use big words to try to prove a point, but it's really just bullshit.
Sheila Jackson Lee.
Red shots.
It is a bit of a tongue twister.
So the point being here is really what they're trying to do at this point is really incite a civil war. Let's be honest.
They want to incite a civil war. Were we talking about that at the last election? Now they want to do it again.
Well, let's go back. Hold on. You make me happy with that point that you brought up.
When you say happy, I'm assuming you mean horny.
Well, it makes me actually real randy because what's really hilarious to me is that there's a bunch of people that got around and were freaking out when Orange Jesus got elected and said, "Oh God, he's got access to nuclear launch codes. We're going to World War III. He's going to blow up the planet." And the exact opposite happened. We were drawing down proxy wars, and we were just trying to We're trying to not spend a ridiculous amount on foreign fucking investments and pulling it back. Now, within the first day, we plunge our troops into Syria ever more, and then have now committed more troops to Iraq, which, according to everybody else, I thought that war was over.
And
that war's not over, and now we're threatening. And now we're threatening to go fight in Burma. It is a shitty time to be in the military right now, because I would love to visit Burma, but I would never want to go fight a war in Burma. Did we not learn in Vietnam how bad jungle warfare sucks and how fat white American people don't get real good at that kind of shit?
What is there to do in fucking Myanmar/Burma anyway?
We all know what's happening. We all know what's happening in Myanmar.
They put
exactly
constant government
what I said. was
Well,
happening in Myanmar.
to understand what's happening in Myanmar, you got to understand who the fuck Pol Pot was.
Good question.
Understand who Pol Pot is first before we start asking the other questions.
Are you suggesting we all have a holiday in Cambodia?
Well, Cambodia would be cool as hell if not everybody wanted to kill everybody.
Burma is a beautiful country, actually.
That's what I'm trying to figure out, right? I mean, what's the bright side of our future occupation of this, military junta?
Nothing good can come from
military junta that's just taken over from
the
Nobel Peace Prize winning
Nothing
president.
good can come out of that at all. You're going to send a bunch of guys over there to die of heat stroke, malaria, and fucking guys that can dig whole cities under a fucking mountain in 2 weeks.
Look, we have to protect investments.
What are we invested in?
That seems to be like we're
T-shirt
gold.
factories?
No, gold. Burma has a lot of gold. Burma has a lot of gold.
Oh, really?
I'll tell you how much gold these people have.
Our government is run by the Anunnaki reptilian race.
Look at their palace.
They got gold, so they beat gold as a hobby into paper. And while they're praying at their Buddhist temples, they put it on as a devotion or help me out, Jay, for lack of a better word.
That just sounds like our fiat money
sacrifice
there.
Yeah, basically. I mean, it's neat.
They literally take gold and throw it into paper until it's worth
and
something.
throw it in the street.
Is that in Burma?
That's what it looks like.
Why is there a lady dancing across it? Go off in the background. What is going on?
Thank God we have Fox News here. That's perfect. Yep.
Oh, it's Mars Attacks too? It's everything.
Can I talk to Brock? Brock.
Yeah, actually, mute everybody, just me and Lou, if you don't
What
mind.
is going on?
Mute everybody but me and Lou.
With you thinking that we have this particular side, like we're on Fox's side or Trump's side. What is this all about? Like, you keep arguing with us like you're a Facebook troll or something. Like it really makes no sense. Like what you're saying.
Facebook troll. Okay.
Yeah,
it's kind of his job. It's why he's here.
Well, okay. So why is that? Why do you just give us the regular?
What's the question? What's the question? Give me the question.
Okay, so why are you coming at us like we're just some normie fucking people that we're just one side or another? Aren't we more nuanced than that? Isn't everybody on the council more nuanced?
The first thing I want to ask is why you feel like I'm attacking you in that sense.
I don't feel like
is that how you feel? That's not how I felt.
No, I don't think you're attacking me. I don't think you're attacking me personally. I think you're attacking what the show has done in the last 3 months. Like I think what you're attacking is like the fact that you think that we're like all the way behind Proud Boys or starting an insurrection and all this other. That's bullshit.
All those things kind of happened though.
No.
You had Proud Boys on this show, right?
Okay, but we also had Spike Cohen. You didn't say anything about that.
But the answer was yes to that. You had Proud Boys on this show.
Because we listened to
everybody, yes.
Do we not?
Okay,
yes
stop.
No?
Okay.
Is the answer yes?
Stop the fucking binary attack, because I see what the fuck you're doing.
What am I doing? What am I doing? Outsmarting Lou? Jeez.
You're not outsmarting Lou. You're using a typical fucking attack of making it a binary argument. It is not a binary argument.
How is it not a binary argument?
We have said that we've been nuanced. We had Spike Cohen. We had people who were there. We had people who don't like Proud Boys. We had people who like Proud Boys. We have all these people
Spike
on.
Under the
we have all these people on.
Okay.
All right.
Just
because we basically see it all as bullshit, in that we don't like the current regime, we weren't really big fans of the last regime.
Okay. Well,
also,
mute everybody other than me and Thad.
Mute everybody other than Thad.
I want to talk to Thad.
Right, do you remember Sophie McEwen? How many other right-wing people were talking?
All right, Lou. Hey, calm down.
Hi, Lou. All right,
calm down, Lou.
Thad, what question are we asking here?
Okay, so I don't really want to dovetail off of Lou's question in particular.
No, you don't have to.
because it's
just you and me, buddy.
They're taking it kind of personal and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Is it or is it not your job, right? To come on and push us, right? Because that's what you're doing.
Why wouldn't I play?
Why wouldn't you do that?
Do you feel like I'm trying to purposely push your button? So is that the question?
Yeah. That's what I feel like.
No,
which is fine because it makes for actually excellent.
Well, no. There has to be conflict in the show. Like nothing worse than an echo chamber. And honestly, it's
okay. So
the next
it's
hard to
I have then is
go on.
What have you not liked about the direction of the show since you went on hiatus and now are back?
What have I not liked about the direction of the show? This started as a troll show.
Okay.
Yeah,
and you've seen it come. I guess it's got a little bit too serious.
No, not serious. More like very directed. One of our first podcasts, which is actually one of my favorites. It was right when COVID started. We took the Macy's Day Parade. We took that footage and said it was a COVID awareness march. And that was like the best day of my life. We were just sitting there, had live on it, and we're talking about it. That was great shit. And then I come on other days, and then I got Proud Boys talking about how they lost their wife and kids over being a Proud Boy. And
wife and kids, and the ability to make a living, and ability to integrate into society and stuff like that. Not to be sympathetic, but I think there's a lot of BS about them, about this thing that has become, I don't know, kind of, they're now labeled domestic terrorists in freaking Canada. And it started as a joke by Gavin McGinnis. That's what's that?
Do you think they're domestic terrorists?
No, that's silly. No one's domestic. Just like I thought it was very hard to sit back and try to label BLM domestic terrorists because there's no formal way of actually.
Can you cut them out? Can you cut them out? Cut them out again.
Just delete us.
No, I don't want to do that.
Can I say something? Can I just say something?
And this and this and this. Actually, MK can definitely come back because you brought up BLM.
Oh yeah. Would you? Yeah.
Terrorism. So I feel like you guys should definitely.
I appreciate that. Look, the only thing I had I have an issue with it's not like you said, Proud Boys is like a joke. It's not a fucking joke anymore. You know what I'm saying? It's not a fucking joke anymore. Like this shit isn't fucking funny. You know what I'm saying? And what pissed me off even more about the whole Proud Boy situation is he a fucking police informant? Is he a CI?
Are you talking about
what's his fucking name?
Enrico?
Is he a
Enrique?
CI?
So yeah, he's worked with the FBI before. That is verified.
Oh, that's right there. Why we're even sitting up here talking about some motherfuckers like that? I don't even know why. I don't even have a problem with what Proud Boys do. That shit don't bother me. I don't give a fuck because they're not finna come in my hood and do that shit at all. They don't have Proud Boy rallies here. You know why? Because these niggas ain't finna let it fucking happen. You feel me? Right. So I don't worry about that shit. However, like you said, you know what I'm saying? This shit was a joke. It's not a fucking joke anymore. It's not a joke. This shit's not fucking funny anymore. Motherfucker,
these extremist groups
is an open snitch.
Yeah.
He is an open snitch. An open snitch. Fuck that shit. Fuck him and fuck his Proud Boy shit. We don't.
Again, I think it's like Thad wants to bring it back and he wants to talk about how you don't want things to be. If he's the Proud Boy? Yeah, but you can't say that, MK. You can't say that because everybody snitches. It's fucking ridiculous. And as far as him being a snitch,
no.
Shut the fuck up, Brock. And you let me finish my point.
Them.
Zip him out, Jay.
I'll see myself out.
Bye.
Yeah.
So.
We're not defending. We're trying to give a nuanced argument to something that is
he's not a snitch. You have to look at the open-ended argument about why the Proud Boys are cool. Go ahead.
I'm not saying. I don't think they're saying that he's cool. I don't think they're saying they're cool. I don't think that at all. I don't think you guys are saying they're cool. You know what I'm saying? I think that they just ascribe to something that you guys.
What I will say is I have stood next to Enrique Tarrio. I've spent time standing next to him.
You fucking loser.
Brock speaking from his vast. Oh yes, Brock, educate us, you fucking idiot.
Brock.
Just what do you like? What do you got? A green screen now? What? Okay, cool.
I do. It's right there.
Yeah. Awesome. Still living in a hairy bedroom, you fucking piece of shit.
Stop.
Oh yeah.
Come on. Stop, guys.
So mad.
Mommy, Daddy, stop fighting. First of all, let Sean finish what the fuck he was saying. Yeah, and then you can come in.
I'll tune out.
Whatever he did his job. He did his job. He came on here.
Actually, you know what? We're gonna do something like this. Do you want to hash it out, buddy? Should we just do that?
You're a bitch. That's all I got to say to you.
Why am I a bitch?
You're a bitch.
How? Because I have a green screen. Are you mad about the green screen? I could take it down. I probably could. Got a white wall behind it. Do you want why am I a bitch? Should I bring everyone back in, or is that all you had to say?
Oh, you calling the shots now? Okay. Shot caller. Badass. Billy Badass over here.
Holla, shot caller. Something. How many inches on the Impala? This is fine. Drink some wine.
This is like easy stuff. Guys, we love each other. We all have
Nah,
different opinions.
I don't love
Sometimes
that
we beat
bitch.
up under each other's.
Nah,
Listen,
I don't love that bitch.
we all
Yeah,
get
we
up
do.
under
This
each
guy
other's
over here,
skins.
nah, he's a fucking
We are
bitch.
all very
He hates
intelligent
me.
guys. We are all incredibly intelligent dudes, and we could do this another way, guys. We could do this.
Yeah.
First of all, we could do this another time.
Oh no,
Like,
no.
off.
Why would I ever talk to Brock off air?
This is so.
Well, can I
so
just
awesome.
say this because I think this is an important point.
Yeah.
Instead of talking about the people, like the BLMs and all this, why are we losing fact that our politicians are corrupt as fuck? Why can't we just all unite and be like, they're corrupt? They're not wearing any fucking clothes. Why
Absolutely.
are we still talking about each other? Who cares if they have any misgivings?
It doesn't. Well, yeah, and that's I'm with you on this.
They've been fucking up for way too long. Period.
This is what
Fucking
see, Lou's
period.
killing it. Yeah, see,
hold
Lou's
on, the
right.
problem-
At the end of the day, it doesn't matter who we've had on the show, who we've talked to, and stuff like that. The only reason why we're going to understand what the predicament we are in is to talk to all the people who have been fucked over the last 4.5 years, particularly the last 10 months.
The problem here.
Fury is the one that's been fucked over the hardest. Talk to us.
The problem here is that I'm seeing different amounts of Kool-Aid that has been drunk around here. Okay, so let's talk about it. Let's fucking talk.
I don't
about
like
it.
grape Kool-Aid though. Grape Kool-Aid's gross.
Yeah,
That's
Jonestown. No, that's the Jonestown Kool-Aid. So what we have here is a conflict because we have people buying into identity politics on the show right now. Okay, so here's the thing. A lot of fucked up shit has happened the past year. Nobody is right. Nobody has the higher moral ground. Nobody here in the show has a higher moral ground. We're all scum fucks here. We've all done selfish or stupid shit in our past. We will do it in our present. But the Proud Boys are no special maverick compared to any other extremists that have penetrated movements that had a good idea. Black Lives Matter was a great idea.
Bro, this
And-
is like
and-
the
and we
most-
watched-
this is a
And
drunk
we
ass
watched
Sunday
and we
sermon.
watched that
Let him
movement
preach, brother. Let him preach.
get hijacked, and a lot of people died. A lot of people died because it turned violent and turned extreme. Proud Boys, in essence, yeah, sure, they got, good message, America first, but as soon as you start adding into this extreme agenda of, well, I'm just going to beat your face off until you agree with me.
I'm going to beat something off until you love me.
What the fuck do y'all think?
Both
7%
sides.
is?
Hold on, I'm not done. Well,
Go
you guys
on,
got to
go
you guys got to dogpile
You know,
each other. But
bro,
the fact
bro,
of the
bro,
matter
bro.
is, is that we have nobody to blame but ourselves with all this fucking polar, fucking ridiculous political nonsense. When I joined this program, I believed in moderatism, and I believed that we were turning people who were polar rights and polar lefts into the middle. And that's what we need to get back into as Americans, is the street, to see what the other side says and listen. And not listen to respond, but listen to understand. That's the problem we have in this country. And Lou, I hate to say it, I'm agreeing with Lou. Lou, 100%, you are right. You cannot trust a single fucking politician. What we have seen now is all the special interests and all the lobbyists that are controlling our oligarchy, because it isn't a democracy, it isn't a republic, it is a fucking oligarchy.
Obvious. Bit of the doubt that they even give a fuck about you. They don't even know who the fuck you are. You know what I'm saying? It's like, we do. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying is, like, treat us like family at one point. Like, okay, we may have a difference of opinion, but don't belittle us. Don't come on the show and just start talking over with Trump shit. Like, it's bullshit. We don't
Okay.
like Trump.
Before you go into that point, like, okay, assuming your point is, like, don't belittle people based off what they think, it's just an opinion. Is the Earth
I'm not
flat?
saying that. You can do
Is the Earth flat?
You can always do that.
Is
You
the
can
Earth flat?
always-
Would you treat somebody the same? Two people. One thinks the Earth's flat. The other thinks the Earth's a sphere. Would you treat those two people the same?
Yes, I would.
In
I would.
basic
And I have.
conversation. I
And
don't
I
believe
have,
you.
yes,
I don't
yes.
As long as we're not talking about the Earth.
I flew around the planet numerous occasions, so to me, I have contextual knowledge.
Tell us about the edge. Tell us about the edge.
The curvature of
I
the Earth.
did
real.
orbital mechanics. I know the world's pretty spherical. I'm just
isn't all matter spherical?
yes.
It has to be spherical because if not, it's flat. And
At the edge of the world, there are Asian people, and Asian women are pretty flat.
I was about to make that joke until he fucking.
So he butchered it.
Nice one.
Can we talk about how this like Snowden? I'm gonna go completely left field here. Okay, look, this Snowden shit is really scaring me. This Snowden shit.
Okay, what is this? What is this story about, man? You've been talking about it since the beginning. School us.
It seems to be getting like escalated. Okay, like it's just something I feel like we should all pay attention to, because if you heard earlier, like much earlier in the month, I think like much earlier in January, they were talking about sending 2 cruisers to combat or more cruisers. I can't remember how many to the coast of France to combat Russian aggression. You know what I'm saying? Now we're talking about. Now she's sitting up there talking about how they're upset that Russia allowed Snowden to have free speech in their fucking. Who's
saying this? Who's saying this?
What's the lady's name? Fury seen it as well. I
AOC?
can't remember. No, not AOC. She's the.
Is it someone from the current administration? Right? Is it Susan Rice? Is it Susan Rice? Samantha Powers?
When there's a woman causing trouble in politics,
Green?
It's AOC.
Rice, the blonde-haired lady. She's like the head of.
She's a piece of shit, though. Let's be honest.
But aren't all roads leading back to AOC saying dumb shit all the time?
What's wrong with AOC, man?
She's a hypocrite. What do you mean what's wrong with this? Fucking liar.
It's fine, though.
What are you talking about? You hate politicians. You hate politicians, but you hate the bartender that manages to be a politician? That makes no
because
sense.
she's a fucking front, dude. She's just like Trump. She's just like Obama. She's just like all these motherfuckers. She's Bernie Sanders 2.0.
I'm talking about the current Speaker of the House.
Oh, you're talking about Nancy Pelosi.
The chick.
No, I'm sorry, not Nancy Pelosi. No.
The press secretary. The press secretary.
Oh shit. Psaki or Jen Psaki. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Jen Psaki. Yeah, she did this quite a bit. She did this quite a bit when she was talking, and I didn't see any big fucking blowouts on that.
Well, we're gonna have to circle back to that, and we're gonna have to give the media questions before they come in for the press briefing every day.
We'll circle back to that. I've never heard that though. Hey, submit all your questions.
They were talking about sending.
Brock likes fascism.
This was earlier.
What?
They were talking about.
No, let me address that. What?
They were talking about MK finish.
I'm trying to get it.
Let MK finish. Goddammit.
I'm actually kind of interested in this story. Can we just stop with the sniping for 5 seconds?
Sending more cruisers to the coast of France to combat Russian aggression. Now we have our press secretary talking how they're upset that Russia has allowed Snowden his right to freedom of speech in their own fucking airport. America, it looks like, is considering that some sort of aggression. So this is all, and then we have all this movement in Syria and what's going on. Like, this is all leading up to some pretty rough shit.
And we're still blaming the fucking Russians for the solar winds hack, even though it's been found out that the Chinese were on top of that too.
I'm just saying, right. So we just continue.
As I recall, we said that the day after that.
Yeah, no, I didn't believe it was mainly a Russian hack. Did I think that there are only 4 state actors that would do it? Russia isn't stupid enough to do it.
Yeah, and
there's only one that's been fucking with us all year.
Hey, we've been wargaming that. What would Russia gain from that? What would they actually gain? Fucking nothing. So that is bullshit. That anybody has any fucking opinion on whether somebody's allowed to speak in the other fucking country. What the fuck?
Exactly.
I mean, you know,
that's current administration.
That's what we're letting that shit happen. We're letting it happen here anyway.
Doing that right now
because it's not the right opinion.
Yep.
So it is what it is.
In fact, she even used the words propaganda machine. She used the two propaganda machine.
Propaganda machine. That's 6 syllables. If we say it 3 times, it's 666. And oh my god! Shit!
There's numerology with that, man. There's also some numerology we
Whatever.
can also do that. We can deconstruct it. Kind of like I'll put on my Farrakhan hat and break it down numerology-ish. But nah, not tonight.
Just take the hat you have on right now and put it backwards. You ready?
Hey,
you ready to roll?
bro. Don't hit on the hat, baby. I came on here in a happy mood because I had the happy hat on.
It's forward. It needs to go backward.
Backwards,
And then
to the side,
you're
or something
ready
like
to
that,
go
right?
forward. Streamlined. It's like aerodynamics or science or something.
Yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it tomorrow.
Okay.
Anyway, I think we should wrap this up. This family session, family therapy session. Who wants to close it out? Because
I'll take it.
All
right.
right. Go for
So,
it, brother.
Van, thank you. Brock, thank you. Lou, thank you. MK, thank you so much, buddy. Sean,
Delete this.
well, this
I don't know what the fuck just happened.
ends ACTJ's Family Feud. Come tonight and tomorrow for more.